has a really interesting tattoo on his nipple, and it's not.
I mean, some people saying no audio.
That ain't right.
Chicken butt, what's up? Let's see where we're at. Can you guys hear us?
Hold on, everybody.
Testing 1, 2, 3. You guys want to see?
There we go.
We're ready to go, and Kevin's on his guitar, so I know everything's well and good.
Cool.
Yeah, Kevin, play jazz.
Play jazz.
Smooth jazz. What's the difference between regular jazz and smooth jazz?
Yeah, there we go. Crunchy chords.
One of them's chaotic, and one of them is a
No,
little bit
smooth
easier
jazz
to
is essentially instrumental R&B.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still, both of them not good.
Wow.
By most people's
No, when I
terms.
play jazz, don't I play like every note chromatic?
Sure, yeah. It's also Flight of the Bumblebee, but, you know.
That's what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember asking my band director in high school how to play Flight of the Bumblebee, and all he did was to play a chromatic scale. It was like, that's it. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Wow. They did it.
So it's New Year's Eve, and if you guys are losers like us, you're not out partying with your friends and family. You're here watching us. So thank you for tuning in.
Hey, I just came back from the party, so.
Yeah, you played outside. They made you play outside.
Yep. I got.
Did they make the other people play outside, or was it just you?
No, I remember. Look, I got my hand warmers to prove it.
Yeah.
I thought those were bags of cocaine when you should.
I got the white to prove
the
it.
party's happening here.
It is New Year's.
It is New Year's.
New Year's,
New
same
you.
me. Yeah.
We did see all you guys following. I don't know how many of you guys came from Kevin's Instagram live stream we did, but we got a lot of new followers. Kevin did his first Instagram live stream, and I hope he does it more.
Yeah.
I hope he does it when he's angry.
No,
It doesn't
no.
hurt you to just do random live streams from your bedroom.
I want to eradicate all of my followers. I'm gonna browbeat all my
Do it on the nerd one. Yeah, then you won't lose your
Yo,
viewers.
No, don't do that.
Do it
Why
on
are
the
you?
nerd one.
Who are
We're
you?
on that.
What? You monster.
Dude, the England Reptile Instagram is slowly creeping up on Kevin, so that's the way to really battle that. You just start.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're doing.
I don't know why. I feel it's because you guys actually started doing things consistently the right way. Maybe.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying.
Well, this is our second time on Instagram because you lost it all.
You didn't lose your followers though. You lost all the pictures and
Content.
stuff.
Yeah.
You what?
Content. Not
Oh, the
followers.
content. Yeah, you didn't lose your number. That would have
No,
been
we didn't
fucking.
lose numbers. No.
Holy boy. Yeah, that's good.
Holy boy.
Holy boy, guys.
From 700 videos to like 0 videos.
Yeah. Well, no, we need
Rip.
pictures on Instagram. People like pictures
Yeah.
on Instagram.
That is real,
is
Kevin.
It is real. I was looking at the likes on our Instagram, and a picture of the retics that we posted, like the one with Gianni, 3,000 likes. I looked at the video the other day, the bowl pilot reading, it was like 400 likes.
Thank you for the
Okay,
200
that's
bits, Coleman.
Yeah. The view number.
The
looks
view number's
huge.
high,
Well,
but the
the
actual
let's-
people that like
Let's
it.
just try this out. Okay.
Oh my god.
Watch it. Look at
And
the
be
likes.
sure to not hashtag it, Kevin, because that also helps us.
That helps
Kevin,
tremendous. Oh.
literally, you know what he said to me?
Hey,
Were we
it
live?
sounds like eat a dick. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, here
What-
we go.
What did you say to me the other day when you're like, I just expect you to put the hashtags in? Remember that? Do
I
you remember saying
did.
that to me? And I was like, it doesn't matter if it's 3 hours later, Kevin.
It needs to be right when you
Right where
upload
it
it.
goes up.
I love that he thought that though. Didn't tell me that.
Just assume.
Eat
How many dicks? 2 dicks now?
2 dicks.
A
Okay.
bag. A
Two
bag
dicks.
full of
Double fisting.
dicks.
Double fist them like
Yeah.
this.
New
Wow.
Year's, same you.
Yeah.
Oh, New Year's.
If you guys, by the way, now that we're on Twitch, there's a cheer system. So if you guys want to like donate bits and say stuff, we'll notice you. Coleman
right.
did it. Yeah. So a lot of people were like, dude, there's no super chats anymore. Well, there's donations and there's like bits and stuff. And guys, let me tell you something. We need the bits more than you think because this table costs real money. And
Did. And Donnie bought this table.
I buy a lot of the things.
Straight out of his pocket.
So we're not rolling in money, guys. All right. Kevin is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh,
rolling.
yeah.
He's
We are
rolling-
not, but
He's
Kevin
rolling in
is.
spider ball pythons.
This guy's got
I
so much
have-
money.
I have a reptile. I have a reptile compulsion.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's real.
So wait, hold on. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you
There are-
need to get over on Twitch.
There's nobody here
Get
watching.
over on Twitch.
And if you're, yeah, nobody is. But if you are on YouTube, yeah, you're a scrub. I mean,
No, we can't bring out a reptile.
Tony Snakes. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5, man. So you know,
Good
so
man.
you guys are new. So basically, 100 bits is like $1.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is great. And We really appreciate all of this, guys, and we definitely will not play favorites, or maybe we will. Yeah,
might.
we'll definitely play flip. Yeah, if you give us a lot of money, we'll definitely play favorites without a doubt.
I mean, how much was it to get a follow from Kevin?
Oh God, $300.
$300.
Yeah,
And
$300. If you want Kevin to follow you on Instagram, $300 is the going price.
Miguel
You'll
still
see
doesn't
my
know that's
little
only for a
hand come
year.
out from a rock.
I'm gonna.
Hit the
Like-
follow button.
1 out of every 10 likes is actually from Kevin. The rest of it's from Donny when he happens to be on the profile.
Yeah.
Fact.
Facts.
I've noticed that you've been leaving comments lately, though. You've been doing something out there. What's up with that? How do you pick a picture that you want to leave a comment to? What
It's
does it have?
probably the only, like, the one that immediately pops up when you
First
opens
one,
the app.
comment.
It's just like, oh shit, that's cool.
Do you look at people's Instagram feed and leave comments ever? Because like I've never seen you do it. No.
I'm a man of mystery.
I know, dude. You are so fucking elusive and weird. People, if you send somebody a follow on Instagram, it means way more to people than
Yeah.
your average person because you just don't do that.
Yeah,
That's
ever.
why it's a big deal. If you get a comment from Kevin on YouTube, that's also like white whale shit. Big deal.
White whale.
Yeah, because a
white
lot of
buffalo.
times,
Great white
spoiler
buffalo.
alert, it's me lying to you thinking it's Kevin. If he fucking gives you a real one, you'll know because it'll be like a K at the end.
Yep, a little bit.
Generally, sometimes I forget. But
He
Or
doesn't-
like a ha with like
Yes.
9
yeah,
A's.
ha, ha, yeah. That's definitely that means you like made me laugh or smile or something like that.
Philip, thank you for the 100 bits. We're gonna try to interrupt and say thank you for those bits because every
Thank
little
you.
bit
Yes,
helps.
thank you for the bits.
We like
Oh,
seeing
bits.
your bits.
Bits.
Also, if anybody is interested in being an editor for their Twitch channel, and you know what funny things are, if you know how to like, we have Romanport, which is a guy I've been using, but he doesn't know what things are funny because he's kind of a square. So if you know what's funny and you find like a specific funny thing that happens in this live stream, you can clip it. And there's a little like a director's clap wheel. You click that, and it will clip 30 seconds of the live stream, and then you can link that and send it to people on Facebook or whatever. But then it helps me make like promo. So if something happens, it's funny, clip it.
Yep.
Or don't clip it and be lazy. I don't care. But like it would really help us out. And then I'll pick people to be editors and stuff. I'll give you a sword if you're good at this. Yeah.
Like an
So what's a
actual
sword, Donnie?
Oh, a sword makes you a moderator. And Rob's very special. He has a sword. Kevin doesn't have a sword though.
Yeah, I do. At my
right.
house, I got a
You
sword.
have a fucking sword
I'll
collection.
fucking behead you.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Stop.
Somebody, Tony Snakes was saying something about $500 for a private tour with me. So
True.
Stupid.
yeah, it's Barcheck Brian does that too, and he gets like
Yeah.
5 to 7.
Yeah,
And
I-
it's certainly worth more than me.
We 100%. No, you haven't been. He does them all the
Well,
time
but
though.
By somebody's done with a tour with me or whatever, they're gonna be so miserable.
I don't think-
Brian. They're all gonna be
I think
happy.
I think
I'll be
that-
like, did you know that all the fish in the ocean are gone? And you know that all the bees are dying?
Are you gonna berate them the whole time? Be like, dude, you were trash if you don't recycle. Like you
No,
just like
not
berate
at
them the
all.
whole time.
Wait, wait.
I'm part of the problem.
It's true. It's true.
I remember when I brought one of my people up here years ago, and on the way up he was like, "Man, I want to ask Kevin about like putting champagne to everything," and I was like, "Don't do that. He's gonna call you stupid."
Yep.
He's gonna call you stupid. And like clockwork, as soon as he was like, "Dude, what do you think about champagne?" And he's like, it overruns everything. He's like, "Dude, I want to put champagne to everything." He's like, "What are you, stupid?" I was like, "Yeah!"
2
I knew
seconds.
it.
2 seconds.
I knew
Called
it.
it.
I would love to capture that on tape. Just to be like, your hero, Kevin McCurley.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah. So if you guys put champagne in everything, you're stupid.
Yes.
Quoted.
Okay.
Too funny.
Did anybody say anything? Subs, guys. If you're a subscriber now, you have a little N next to your name, which makes you more special than everybody else. And we may or may not look at your text before we look at somebody else's
True.
because you love us.
Yep.
And if you have an Amazon Prime account, which I'm sure most of you guys do, or you're not American, you can give us a free subscription by linking your.
Oh, I love this.
Subscribe.
I love this.
How did you see that?
I've been breeding ball pythons since 11/9 of 2019, and they haven't had any eggs yet.
All right,
That was
let's.
a month ago.
Okay, all right. No, this is awesome. Okay,
Norse, thank you for the subs.
so just so you know, breeding snakes is not remotely close to an exact science. It all comes down to what are your temperatures? Is the male breeding? Is the female receptive? Are her temperatures correct? Is the light cycle correct? Are you getting your nighttime lows? Did you spike the testosterone in the male? Is she of breeding condition? Was she fat last year so she's not recovering from anorexia? All these different things. And just because you put snakes together does not mean anything. It doesn't even mean they're going to breed, let alone lay eggs. Secondly, the ball python breeding season really hasn't started until the beginning of next year.
Thank you, Philip.
So, no. It's
So,
not like that, guys.
are you
Just
telling me-
stick to it? You gotta have some patience. But you put them together for a year. I mean, for a month. Excuse me. And you don't have any
Together
eggs.
for a year.
Not even a month. 11-19.
So if they bought your book, I'm guessing they would have figured this out by now, right?
Yeah, 100%.
If you bought Kevin's book for how much money is that thing selling for?
$165 or something.
Buy the Ultimate Python for $300 on Amazon,
Yeah.
and you would have
No,
known
buy
that.
it for our website.
Oh yeah, buy it from our website. What are you doing?
Wait,
Look,
somebody asked.
Reptile Discord. We have one
One
of
of the largest reptile discords.
We do.
Yeah, that's
Is
what.
that
Were
us?
you just
That's
quoting me?
us.
Is
What
that
if I'm
us?
lying to you?
Okay, all right.
So wait, somebody asked
Oh,
a question,
stream that, yeah.
and I'm gonna be selfish and make sure it gets asked. On the intelligence scale.
Sherry
I'm not
Rhodes.
that smart. I'm definitely dumb.
Wait, what? What was the question?
On the intelligence
Carpet
scale,
pythons.
where do carpet pythons rate?
That's a really good one. They're kind of, I don't view them as being remarkably intelligent. I think they're kind of reactive. They're definitely reactive. They, you know, it's just like I love carpets. I think carpets are, I don't think boa constrictors are that.
Those are pea.
Yeah, they're.
Those are not
Yeah, boas are females.
I'm not sure.
But carpet pythons are wonderful. They're kind of like, you know, once they're sweet and wonderful, it's like a lab. Not
Yeah.
saying a lab is a dumb dog,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah,
kind of the goofy and just
chill.
Lower
like to eat and
intermediate.
stuff like
What's
that.
a dumb dog?
Yeah.
Do you have a dumb dog that you want to talk about?
Chocolate labs. I met some stupid chocolate labs. That's like, what are these things? Are all replicants? They're all overweight.
I thought Dalmatians were supposed to be stupid. I had a guy that used to tell me you would date Dalmatian girls, and they were like always dumb.
You did?
No, I didn't. I mean, I did date Dalmatian girls, but like,
What?
what? Just
Well,
shut up.
okay, we were just talking.
Drop it.
What's Kevin's favorite Slayer song?
Oh God.
God, there's so many. The beginning of Hell Awaits is ridiculous. Ghost of War, Silent Scream. There's so many different things. But the beginning of Hell Awaits is ridiculous.
Did you guys know that Kevin's really good friends with the guitarist from
Yeah,
Slayer?
Carrie from Slayer is
Carrie
my
King,
buddy.
and he breeds carpet pythons. And
Yeah.
you talk reptiles when Kevin's hanging out backstage.
Dead Skin Mask.
Yeah, but did you know that Brian Barczyk knows Marshmallow?
That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
You didn't know who he was. You remember that? Sorry.
I really like Marshmallow, so I was a little jealous when I saw that.
It's just like a huge person.
The snack or the DJ?
I don't like the snack. I like the DJ. I don't know what it is about actual marshmallows. The texture, very texture associated. Yeah.
I can't believe we're live right now. I can't believe Kevin showed up and then Jeremy. He definitely.
I didn't know that Jeremy was gonna be back. I was
Me
like
either.
gearing all up. I'm like, okay.
We had an early set. We played at 4:20.
Right at 4:20?
Yeah, right
They
at
were like-
4:20.
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah.
that guy.
Exactly. And then we were done pretty much at 5. Hung out for a little bit. Chatted with a couple of friends who were there backstage and peaced out.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it was a great show. There was like 2,500 people. By the time we got off the stage, it was pretty fun.
I just shut down the stream. Whoa! That would totally happen.
I was like, we gotta start all over.
Okay, Kevin, what's your? No. What are you reading? What's your New
Talking
Year's?
about my book layaway. We're almost sold out of our book out of production.
Yeah.
Look how mad he
There's
is.
a layaway option.
Yeah, the Ultimate Ball Python book is almost gone.
Ace Quake, thank you.
And the Complete Ball Python book is now out of print. I'm gonna work on an extension of the Complete Ball Python book this spring. My publisher wants me to write the Retic Burmese Python book.
Do my band. Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to try the new band wheel? Because
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
All right,
Who
guys.
wants to get banned?
Who wants to get banned? And I
Only
think
ban you
Waffle.
for like
No.
5 minutes.
Everybody, just chill. Waffle, we're gonna try something out on you. This new and improved thing that I'm trying out, and I think you're the ideal guy for it. So here we go. Fuck out of here, man. 10 minutes. You're out. All right.
The ban hammer.
The real question is, are we shutting down the YouTube or are we gonna leave it running?
It's not running anymore.
Okay.
We never ran it to begin with.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, bye Waffle. Jerk. What's your New Year's resolution, Kevin? To not drink so much? Or what?
drink so much of what?
Water.
It was a joke.
You gotta stop drinking water, dude. It's bad for you.
I mean, think about all the waterborne illnesses. If you're not drinking water, you're not going to get them. So. That's like.
Could you hear the what?
have you seen the thing where they go around on the street and they walk up to people like, did you know that dihydrogen monoxide is the #1 killer of people in third world
Water?
countries? It's
Water.
Yeah, but they say dihydrogen monoxide, so people are like, oh my god, dihydrogen monoxide, terrible, we should ban that. And everyone's like, yeah, ban that, I think we should get rid of it, don't let people have that. And they're like, do you know that dihydrogen monoxide is H2O water? And people are like,
Oh.
I'd
fall for that.
I
100%.
did not take chemistry class.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about doing that? Where people like sign up and I do
Patreon?
like private Patreon.
I think
Donnie
I
and
just
gotta
forgot about that.
go through-
Well, here's the thing. Same thing we could do with Patreon. We could do the subscriber-only live streams on Twitch. We could do that too. Patreon would be like a whole nother.
Just so everybody understands what Patreon is basically.
Do you understand? Because I don't even understand.
I understand.
I really don't know.
So you can pay to like I can do a class. So let's say it's modern socialization or it's some type of breeding pythons and boas, and you'll get a private viewing. And basically, I'll do the class for you, and it streams. I think, or you can they can log into
or
it.
How much
whenever
does
they
it
want.
cost?
It's a video, so that's the thing.
We
So
said
there's
it's
different
tiered.
tiers.
It's
Oh.
tiered.
Yes, there's different tiers. So let's say the tier, just for ease of numbers, is $100. It would be way more than that. But let's just say the tier number is $100.
Yep.
If you give us $100, you'll have access to any video that Kevin puts up with regards to whatever topic. But you'll also have access to everything else that's offered with the tiers that are underneath. So let's say there's like, we have a monthly giveaway. If you donate, $20 a month. So then you'd be thrown into that mix. For
So
a
if
giveaway.
they're in the $20 thing, would they be eligible for the earwig seminar,
Yes.
the isopod sow bug
Races.
seminar?
Yeah.
Yes. Raising your own color morphs of mites.
Yes.
Okay, as long as they can see that.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
excellent.
exactly. So Donnie and I are gonna go and investigate that at some point and see how viable I think it really could be.
If it's not viable, and here's the thing, I think we should ask people in the stream: do we look like douchebags doing it? Because hear me out. I know we need to float us. We do, but is there other ways that we can make that income? Because Patreon's usually a thing that like chicks do on the internet.
That's not true. I know.
No,
a
that's
couple-
not true.
No, okay,
this is-
so just talk. I'm not arguing. Just tell me
Yeah.
what your
There's-
thoughts are.
My workshops.
Yep.
There's people that
Oh,
want
yep.
the workshop content, but they're not local.
Right.
And largely my audience is beyond a driving distance.
Okay, so you'd be
how would
willing-
I get that to them?
Okay.
Right.
All right.
The Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that.
And the other thing to think about too is it doesn't need to be a live thing. It can be a live stream thing.
Oh, it could be a
but
video.
It could just be a video.
Okay.
Yeah, that you
Uh-oh.
only have access to.
Debbie, are you guys gonna talk about something or just bullshit?
What do you want us to fucking talk about? He wants to talk. What does
All
Debbie
right,
wants to
hold
talk
on.
about?
Debbie.
No, Debbie's the one that got mad at me because we were going to Twitch. No, I remember you, Debbie.
Okay, Debbie. All
I
right,
remember.
Debbie.
I remember her. She's a
Debbie,
Debbie
you've
Downer.
done it now. Debbie, ask me a question, dear.
Yeah, anything you want. Whatever
Come on,
you think's good
sweetie.
content. What do you do on your
We
New
are
Year's
talking
Eve?
about stuff. Thank you, creative.
I was gonna say Patreon also. I follow a podcast where they've got Patreon subscribers. So once a month, if you're at a certain level, they do a live stream where you can just talk directly to them, the people who are the content creators.
Yep.
If you're at a lower thing, you get like videos a day before they post them online.
Yeah, I
for
guess
the
we can do that
masses.
too. That means
Come
Kevin has
on,
to do it.
Debbie Downer. Where's my question?
And why aren't you subscribed to us, Debbie Downer?
Come
I
on.
mean-
No, she's laughing. She's.
No. She yelled at me. I know.
She
she's
said
miserable.
she did not.
Okay. You want me to pull it up and embarrass you right now, Debbie? Because I
No,
will.
no, don't do that.
Donnie's like, I got screen caps.
I am
Debbie,
not.
be nice to Debbie. I give her credit. She's talking smack. I like
Oh, okay.
that.
She seems
Talking
like a really
smack's
cool girl.
Okay. Can we talk about anything?
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about, folks?
How about Lilith? Lilith has been doing really well, and I've had a lot of people asking on our Instagram how she's doing.
Talk about reptiles. Gee, let's talk.
Talk about reptiles? What are you going to do if we don't? I'm just curious. We have 96 viewers right now, concurrent. They are here. 96
Yes,
of you.
we can do some. Tokay whispering is.
All right, here's your question.
Okay, can iguanas be trained like I do? Generally, iguanas can definitely be trained. The problem is when we got the testosterone on the males, it pretty much, almost like it takes over the command center of the iguana. And male iguanas cannot, they seem to really struggle once their testosterone is peaking for their brains to actually work.
Function properly.
Yeah. So it's really, it's a tough thing because you can catch some of the best iguanas on a bad day where the testosterone is spiking, and they can act in a very aberrant way, and obviously they can give you quite the bite. Mm-hmm. So, sadly, I'm going to say most iguanas can't be trusted. Ultimately, they could be good 99% of the time, but there is definitely a day where their hormones, as long as they're going through something where they're seeing the seasonal change. If somehow you have a situation where there's not a seasonality or whatever in your setup, or you're living in a place close to the equator and they're not responding to that, maybe so. But up here in the Northeast and through most of temperate North America, these animals are cueing in on seasonal changes, and those are also cues for hormonal cycles in these animals. So that's my answer.
You think you'd see the same kind of issues with a female iguana versus a male?
Oh, totally different.
No, the same thing?
No, female, no. You can train female iguanas, no problem. It's just that male iguana. Female iguanas are far more reliable. As a pet, female iguanas are wonderful. And they're so great. They don't go through any of that nonsense. They might, when they're getting follicles or they want to lay at their nest, they become very just, they pace and they're crawling, always looking for something. They're just looking for suitable nesting areas and all that. But it's not certainly a behavioral problem where they're actually apt to bite you.
Here's some. You happy with you satisfied with the question and the answer? Everybody happy? There you go, Debbie.
Yeah,
that was a free one.
Your female red iguana, perfect. And that's definitely the way to go. Oh, how smart are tegus compared to monitors? They're dumb.
They are. Yeah.
Sorry, I love tegus, and tegus are wonderful, but tegus do not have that mindset that a monitor has. And this could be like a Nile monitor. I don't gauge, let's say, like a Savannah monitor the same mindset as a Nile monitor or a water monitor, or there's some really high level, intricate thinking monitors like a crocodile monitor, and tegus are wonderful. But one thing that's great about having tegus as pets, they're less reactive. They're once they trust you, their brain is really settled, so they're very easy to settle. Whereas a monitor is generally very aware of its surroundings, way more aware of what's going on in the room 20 feet away than, let's say, a tegu that would just close its eyes and go to sleep. And so because of the awareness and the intelligence that the monitor has, in some cases it makes them more reactive, whereas tegu is not so reactive, and it's easier for us often to make friends with, to gain their trust, and they make really great pets. And they're less apt to just go running up a tree because they generally don't go up trees.
How about this? We've talked about how reactive crocodile monitors are, but since we now have these captive-born babies, has your opinion changed any on the intelligence on those guys? Or because we had talked about that, we don't know if we don't think they are probably going to get to the point where they're as laid back as water monitors, but our babies have been like,
oh, okay, no.
Really,
So
really
no. No, I easily think so. Water monitors and
CK Sandbo is thinking of that.
they just subscribe to us. Yeah,
That's money in your pocket, Kevin.
Yep.
So water monitors and crocodile monitors, I think the water monitors, the generalization I would try to make is once you win them over, they settle easier than a croc monitor. Croc monitors, even our tame croc monitors, sometimes they'll and then run a couple feet and then they stop and then they look.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the bite from the croc monitor is more significant than the bite from the water monitor. So you have to respect the weaponry that these animals are equipped with. But I still think croc monitors are still reactive. When I'm going in that cage, like when the water monitors are just like, oh, daddy, you just want to come out and just pour all over you. You certainly could get something like that from the croc monitor, but I think you have to put more work into it and more. You have to gain more trust. But their intelligence is definitely comparable, but the croc monitor still, I think, is more reactive.
Yeah.
Just like a Nile monitor is more reactive
Yes.
than a water monitor.
Okay, so here's going back to the tegu thing. Argentine tegus versus Colombian tegus.
Okay, Colombian tegus generally suck.
Yeah, Colombian's fast.
So Colombian tegus and gold tegus, which historically were the only tegus, those and the Chilean tegus, that we could get for quite a while, because Argentina and Paraguay and Peru, where your black and white tegus, your red tegus and whatnot are coming from, for a long time they were unwilling to give us any live tegus because they thought we would start breeding them, because we buy millions of skins of tegus for the leather industry. So certainly like Paraguay and even like Uruguay, but I think it's Paraguay, they believed that we could never get like a live red tegu because we would start breeding them here, and then they would lose the interest in all of their skinned tegu products. So we were dealing with gold tegus, which are often horrific,
Yeah.
and Colombian tegus. And I've had friendly Colombian tegus. I've even had friendly gold tegu, but it is generally very rare. They don't have the mass that a red tegu, even a blue tegu, or certainly a black and white tegu has. And it's good because they suck off.
Yeah,
they really do.
Yeah.
So you gotta. They're definitely more reactive. They're less trusting. They really motor around, and when you're holding them, even just trying to restrain them a little bit, they'll just sit there the whole time, just wiggling and wobbling all over the place. So they're definitely a test of your patience and what you're capable of doing.
Definitely.
I love blues. Blues are
Blue
my favorite.
tegus, yeah,
Yeah.
Hard to beat as far as tegus go. Do you see that there's some crocodile tegus that came in the U.S. this year?
Crocodile tegus?
Yeah.
Yeah, very
super,
cool.
super rare.
Yeah.
Really cool. I don't know what the
Small.
the viability is for the desirability of them in the hobby, but they're really cool. Really, really cool.
Has anybody else noticed how in tune Kevin's guitar is?
Oh,
That's
why is that?
you by
Jeremy,
the
why?
You got a new app?
Guitar tuner.
No, dude. I can't believe he's using it, man. That's like the ultimate pat on the back for you.
When I was very happy when he came down with that and it was stuck in the guitar. I was like, yeah, all right.
Look at you. Oh. He's such a brown noser.
I just appreciate proper intonation.
Aw. Dead air. Dead air.
Dead
What-
air.
what are you talking
Freak out.
You guys gonna talk about something?
Subscribe.
Okay, where are those wild-caught tokay geckos from? Those wild-caught tokay geckos that I have all originate through the medicinal trade, and they are, because they looked different. Their lives were spared, but they're collected for the medicinal trade where they're all killed. So if it's really odd looking, some of those get to live. I pay a lot of money. Just so you know, tokay gecko mutations are very expensive.
Yeah.
And they don't always do well, so it's a lot of work sometimes establishing some of these tokays. I got 2 beautiful albinos a little while ago, and they came in a shipment that was chilled. All the animals were chilled. The tokays were the only ones that succumbed to being chilled, and both of them died. Both those albinos.
Wow.
Yeah, they just can't. They cannot handle that cold.
So what's one morph of tokay that you've seen or even worked with that you like? When the first time you saw it, you were like, "How?" Like,
Well, I think just the albinos and the super reds. I think albinos and super reds are just ridiculous.
yeah.
Candy
What?
buttons.
Yeah, he likes candy buttons.
Candy buttons. I'm
Yeah.
so in love with those things. They're so cool. They're like a translucent tokay gecko.
Yeah. I just I really like the albinos and the super reds. They're just so ridiculous. And like once a tokay gecko gets mass to it and it gets really big and fat, it's a totally different animal. It's just like
Yeah.
big rubber gecko. I'm like really getting into my geckos again. Because
Yeah.
I used to be really into tokay geckos when I was breeding all the cool crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't like economical, like, because there wasn't really a market there. It was just like random people. But now I think there's more of a market, so I just got to get caught back up. But tokay geckos are now being situated to the point where at some point, like I'm starting to think more about arboreal snakes, which means more caging builds for my design of arboreal cages, and I just think just some more of the unique, unusual animals that are really challenging to keep, because I can breed ball pythons and retics and a lot of other stuff, and they're pretty straightforward, and they're not necessarily really challenging for me to breed. I mean, I can breed them with a fair bit of success, and it is kind of nice to breed something new. I mean, I still love breeding ball pythons, and hatching ball pythons is wonderful. I'm never going to lose that passion. Same thing with reticulated pythons, which reticulated pythons are one of the more rewarding animals to keep because they're just so intelligent and they're just wonderful. But there's a lot of arboreal snakes that I'm really liking. A lot of these weird, like rat snakes. I'm really crazy about the mangroves and the boega, because these animals, like once you win them over, these are animals, they're venomous, but their venomous delivery system is very poor, so you can manage these animals quite easily with a little bit of respect and a little bit of care, and you can have a good, comfortable relationship with these. But these animals at night, you pretty much leave them alone, because that's when they're on point. They come to life. They're awake. They're cruising. They're creeping around the cage, and going in there and expecting to be able to do what you can do with them during the daytime. It's a different animal, so generally you just leave them alone. And those are just great times to view them, because they're spectacular when they're out, and they're just like, I was just looking at my albino mangrove a little while ago, and he was out.
You mean chicken butt?
Yeah, he's
No.
no.
Team chicken butt.
Okay, so is there another colubrid species that you don't have right now that you want to potentially look into getting
I can
into?
give you some of my chickens' chicks, especially if you have an incubator. During the spring and summer, I'll give you some eggs, and you can hatch your own.
Take all of them.
Okay, okay.
Is there a species of colubrid that we don't have here now that you're like, man, I want to maybe get a few, like trio or something, just to kind of...
Well, we have all right. So we have Pitayas carinata, and there's other people that keep in Pitayas carinata. So this is a big keeled rat snake, where they come from Indonesia. They're not too common. People often mistake them as king cobras. They kill them. These are fantastically large growing animals, anywhere from like 9 to 12 foot potentially on some of these, but very, very long, massive eyes, big time diurnal animal. It's just really interesting animals, and I like them. My friend Steve has some. Kara and Ryan Norris have quite the collection of Pitaya carinata, and DM Exotics, obviously, he's done a lot. He's had such great access. Those are interesting. I'm not saying go crazy, but some of my favorite things are some of like the Gonosoma excephala, like red tail rat snakes, which I've kept and bred and all that. It happens to be probably one of my favorite snakes in the world. Is Gonosoma excephala. I really like Central American vine snakes a real lot. Just definitely like the mangrove snakes. Is there something that I want to keep that's a colubrid that I'm not? There's probably too many things that I used to have the black Jansenii Sulawesi rat snakes, and the black version of I have Jansenii, but the black version of those, I gave away my whole breeding colony. I didn't know I was giving it away to one of my friends, and he vanished on me, but I had like 7 of them.
So we stole it?
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like those a lot. There's what's that Borneo?
Oh, the neon one. The
What's that
yellow
called?
banded one.
There's
It's
one
like a tropical.
It's one from the like it's like from a national park in Borneo. It's this crazy looking Gonosoma type snake. That is just beautiful. That's amazing. I mean, dragon snakes are really cool.
We had dragon snakes.
I know we've had them, but it's just
It's
being
so cool, yeah.
being able to actually keep something like that, get it over. It's very important
Those ones right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Why don't we have those, Kevin?
Because you can't get
You
them.
can't get them.
What?
Here,
Yeah,
I'll
they're
show-
protected.
We should show the camera.
I'll go up and show the camera.
You know, I should have set up so I could bring my laptop feed up.
Yeah.
that's
My
okay.
bad. We were drinking.
Here's the real question. You gotta let me know when it's in focus.
Oh my god, that is
Oh, boy.
not gonna work.
Oh no, it's gonna work.
Kevin,
Come on, Donnie.
it's
Come
not
on,
gonna
Donnie.
Oh, Donnie.
You got
I,
this.
what do you want me to do? Get up and focus it?
Yeah.
I can
It's
focus
a-
it. If I can
Oh my
see-
god.
Ah.
This is gonna be so shit.
Oh boy.
Oh god, come on, Donnie.
Yeah,
You got
guys,
that
can you make
app
out the
thing.
image?
Well,
That's
You got that app thing. Come on.
Oh my
Yeah,
Just
god.
hold it. Just hold it there.
All right, just
Hang on, guys.
stop rushing me.
Bear with us. Donnie's got to open an app.
Oh my
It's good- It's
god.
worth it. I'm telling you.
It's totally
the,
worth
the
it,
great
actually.
reveal.
Mm-hmm.
The great reveal.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a gorgeous
Boom
thing.
slang, sure. Boom slangs are just really super high strung.
You're just gonna leave it there?
I am.
I think
Some
focus
snakes
is-
are just
I
so
don't
high
think you do
strung,
that.
so putting them in a cage can be a bit rough on them. And a boom slang, you'd have to really, they're going to benefit from like having a tree, their very own tree.
Yes, it
This
a
is
beautiful
ridiculous.
bird. Come on.
This is so stupid. I'm
Yeah, just
sorry.
keep the phone there, Rob. Just keep it
Yeah,
right there.
you're not
'Cause he's gonna-
blocking
No,
Kevin.
keep it right there because he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna focus it.
I mean, I'm not blocked out. I don't care. Wait, I got it. Okay, wait. We got it. All right.
All right, here we
Here we
go.
go.
Here we go. Hang on.
Boom.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that, guys.
Ooh.
That thing glow, dude. That's
Spread the butter.
I
yeah.
want those.
Yep.
I want those. You get them, I'll breed them.
Go through your feed on Instagram. Just show everybody what's in your feed.
Please.
These. That's all it is. There's nothing else.
Back to us.
Nice.
See, guys, it was worth it. You're like, oh, it's just a blurry phone. No.
There's
We should have left
nothing
it up there.
else.
Yeah.
All right, so here, Donnie and I were talking about this the other day, Kev. Would you ever consider swapping the office and the venomous room
Fuck yeah.
upstairs?
Real talk.
Swapping those around.
This is
Did you
not
watch
just
the video on the reptile room on the venomous room and how cool it could be?
Small it is. Yeah.
What are we doing with the office that's so great? Besides letting people fuck off in there and waste your goddamn money. And
Watch your performance.
every time I go in there, you saw these people wasting time in the office. But imagine if we relocated that office to a smaller room and didn't allow them in there. Boom! Idea. What do you think?
This
This
not
is
just
a-
live
this is
stream
a good
idea.
way.
This is a real idea.
This is real talk.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Are you thinking, or are you just trying to deflect?
I'm thinking. One thing I do, we're talking about doing some of the stuff downstairs. So I like some venomous stuff that you don't touch.
Right.
I like wagglers, Tyrannosaurus.
People can't watch.
Insularis.
I'm guessing people don't want to be in front of these
So-
all the time too.
So I'm really getting fixated on this arboreal thing about having snakes that you don't touch.
Right.
So you set them up in something that they're very happy in. You can keep them clean. You can automate the system. You can enjoy their splendor. Put plants in there, and you get to look at them. And it's really nice when you have venomous animals that you don't touch because your danger factor goes way down. But like downstairs, I would like to have like some of the towers, but you set them up and you have like wagglers, vipers, and
That'd be
stuff
cool,
like
some
that.
eyelash vipers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like some of that stuff. So we're gonna do some display stuff downstairs,
Right.
where the public would be easily protected from that. But there will be some stuff downstairs. I have to be very careful. I'm thinking like some of the venomous stuff that we're doing. That stuff has to have a point. I do like gaboon vipers. I do like rhino vipers. They're wonderful. There's some venomous stuff that's just
Black mambas. Unnecessary.
black.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by necessary?
Canvas.
What?
What do you mean by necessary?
Because they're boring looking and they will kill you dead. Like
Oh,
very.
okay.
Yeah, kill you dead.
Yeah, they're the coolness factor. The only like cool thing about them is that they're super deadly. They're really fast.
So you have to be killed by one.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
going to
All
get
right.
killed by one. Like
Yeah.
I like green mambas, like the West African green mambas with the netting on them, kind of look cool. But there's lots of green snakes that look cool that aren't like a pogo stick. They're gonna launch out
Right.
of the enclosure at you.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't breed Asian vine snakes, even though I saw the black one and I've seen the
Oh.
T positive albino one. Problem with Asian vine snakes, they're lizard eaters, so then I would introduce parasites and captive-born babies. So I'll stick with my Central American vine snakes
Oh.
for now. But I really like Asian vine snakes.
They are cool.
Are they the ones that turn red when they turn sideways and they get grumpy? You can see their insides, they turn red.
Well, they puff up their
You just
throat.
see white on them, but there's
Oh.
like 3 or 4 different species of Aetula vines, like the Asian vine snakes.
And I bet you know all the scientific names. Don't you?
I know most of them.
That's
can't
pretty
say all
good.
of them.
That's really useful. That's to confuse people like me.
Aetula is like the
Oof,
general
don't.
one. Then there's a Prasinus, which is the other common one, and there's like 2 other species that I can't even.
She's got all that from me.
Okay.
Got
hold
a
on.
nice T negative.
Did
So
some?
yeah, would you consider changing those rooms around?
Yeah, I mean, what do you, can I tell you why? Because it'd be really cool if we could do more videos of Venomous where I could get shots where I wasn't pressed up against the wall with Timmy, like really close. You know?
I'd have to.
Oh, you get mad? All right. Well, we're not trying to make you mad, Kevin. We're trying to help you. I'm trying to get you.
Office down there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
Because
great.
you just need the desk.
All you need is the desk for printing stuff, and then maybe some shipping stuff. That's pretty much it.
The Venomous
But I
room
don't
is
want
this
people. But I can't have people going in the venomous room.
That's
what
fine,
we're
we
saying.
close it.
Lock it.
Lock it.
It just gives it more space.
I'm
is what we're
thinking
saying.
for us to make videos so I can get good shots and it's a big open space. Dude, that's a lot of wasted space in there. You have to admit, like, there's just a lot of
Well,
shit
there's
in
still
there.
stuff in there that has to stay there, so it would be
100%.
venomous and
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine.
But yeah, and then
You
but, like,
consolidate it more, and there's still more room for.
Animal Plastics could get you some really cool
Interesting.
caging. I'm glad we brought this up in the live stream because that room is so small. Thank you for that sub.
Bite. That'll never get old for me. Ever, ever, ever.
I'm really
Just an
pumped that he
idea
even
that-
took that into consideration. I'm like so
Put it out
thrilled.
into the ether.
Streamlabs, thank you.
No, Kevin.
Twitch Prime.
That's us.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ. I love him.
I just saw somebody just said they
It's okay.
subscribed to
Follow
Twitch
us.
Prime.
That's Swift
I
Feather.
have not named my albino mangrove snake, but God, I love that snake.
That thing is so cool.
He is
Thing is
so
awesome.
great. He's like a rock star, so like Dimebag.
How can? Here's a.
Dimebag, the albino mangrove.
I had a question about the albino. It's not chicken butt. It's nothing related. I promise. But we were me and Free Broccoli. That's the guy. Okay, so you don't know who Johnny is, but Johnny's boyfriend of the guy that drew of the girl that made you that monitor drawing that came upstairs.
Oh, cool.
That's Johnny.
Yeah, I do know who he is.
Johnny
You
Kier.
do know who he is?
I do.
Well, you
so
didn't know him
he
by
and
that
his
name.
girlfriend, so they're blonde, and she, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I just
uh-huh.
want to make sure.
Watch the.
Well,
Watch go.
She wears a baseball cap.
Right. Before we started the stream, me and you were talking about how it seems like a lot of pet tubers just seem to keep buying animals so they can make videos about them, and they just have a bunch of animals, and it gets dry. How can we make videos about that albino T negative? How can we do that? Because we've already made a video like showing it off. What do we do now? Does it just sit in our collection? Nobody ever sees it again?
No, well, like there's like Lilith. Lilith is a really good example. There's a lot going on with that snake. That snake is absolutely unlike
Okay.
most any other snake.
You're right.
She, just even for a king cobra, she's unlike my other king cobras.
How do we make videos about her though? That's what I'm asking you because I have a real issue lately. I'm going nuts trying to figure out how to make videos about snakes we've already showed without torturing them. You know what I mean?
No, Lilith is now settling in really nice. So
Right.
Lilith is actively feeding well. What's I really like, I'm like developing like this real bond with this snake because I walk into the room and she literally is people watching. All of a sudden the head pops up. She's
Is that a bond or she just hates you more?
no, I know, dude. She's really curious.
Yeah.
So I think being passive to her and being sweet to her, I think she went through a lot, and now kind of like just respecting her for what she is. And when you passively deal with an animal and you handle an animal, it means you're like when we did the videos when we first got her, that was not passive handling. That was confrontational handling. And
Okay.
we're doing confrontational handling where we're basically challenging her and making her be defensive, making her show off. Because we're like trying to figure out.
You were excited. It's
What?
fair.
Oh,
You
no,
were
no, no,
excited.
it's true. But now, I mean, you'll still, when you have an animal
Thank you,
like
Philip.
that,
500 bits.
When you-
Should've-
when you do have an animal like that, that is part of the spectacle of her, and even myself. Like I keep big snakes. Sometimes the basic fact is I keep large snakes because it's a big snake. I'm literally that simple. Oh my God, that's a 22-foot snake, and it's amazing. And I'm just like that simplistic. And that's only one aspect. So the king cobra acting all crazy, that's one aspect, and I'm going to want to see that here and there. But as we keep them in our day-to-day, the most important things right now are her welfare
Right.
and her settling in, and we know that she's going to live. And she succeeds at Nerd where she's feeding, and we can reduce her parasite load, but just keeping her happy. So when you start doing this, you start becoming a passive keeper where you're just only going to her cage just to clean something, to feed her, but you're generally not even doing anything to her at all. She's just sitting in the cage. She might get a little bit defensive, but she's just more like curious. And as you keep doing that, you're basically building these threads where she can start trusting you, because every time you come into the cage, you're not doing these crazy aggressive things. And so right now she's passive. My albino mangrove snake, I take him out sometimes, and he's learning pretty quick. He's pretty tolerant snake. So when I take him out during the day and long tongue flicks, Rob was taking some just killer pictures of him. Did he lose his cookies?
No. The very end, he was like, "Okay, I'm done
That's a
with
nice
this."
way of
But
saying
for
it.
for the first 10 minutes, he was just watching, just observing, long tongue flick, just checking everything out, moving around. When I needed to move him and adjust him, he was perfectly fine with it.
Someone's looking for captive-born mangrove monitors. So that's Varanus indicus. So it's a smaller growing monitor. They like to poop on you. They're a little
Yes.
bit,
That's
little
what
bit
they're
high
known for?
strung. Quince monitor would be a good parallel to that.
Yes. Yes.
To buy truly captive-born, bred and born mangrove monitors, very few people that are doing it. Obviously, there are a couple people that are doing it. It's not like they can't be bred. The problem is the price point. Years ago, when I used to breed a lot of Argus monitors, I gave up breeding Argus monitors because there were so many imported Panoptes monitors, which are Argus monitors, that I couldn't. I would wholesale 10 of them for $80 each, so it's $800, and that's 6 months. It's just not worth the work. So I basically got rid of all my. I had 8 Argus monitors, and they breed. I can breed those guys pretty well.
We're breeding today.
Right? Yeah. And no, but dude, I could breed them for real, where they were laying eggs constantly, and I was making a lot of Argus monitors, but I didn't feel like the price point it wasn't worth it. It was like the animal was too fantastic for it to be an $80 animal. So a mangrove monitor that you can still routinely probably buy for $100 and something, it's really hard for you to get your price point if you truly are breeding captive-born mangrove monitors, because that's, for all your effort and your work, that's at least $450. So I don't know. Knobtail geckos, yes, we like knobtails and wheelerai and all that stuff. A lot of the Australian geckos are just absolutely amazing. There's some people that obviously breed amazing animals.
You guys think Kevin should live stream on his Instagram account more? Just from his bedroom and stuff? What do you guys think about that? I think it's a lot of potential. And we could get some really good
You wanna see
content.
lots of cats.
I think, wouldn't you guys like to see some
I
live
counted
action
my
cats?
guitars the other day, just a rough count. There was in that room there was 16 guitars that I could see right there.
What about the ones in the ceiling?
I'm not counting.
Those don't
ones
count.
inside.
The ceiling guitars. Yeah. I didn't realize there were so many in there. Wow.
It's amazing.
It's like a 19-year-old's bedroom in
And
there.
now they'll all be in tune.
Yes.
Do you bring a new one in every time? He brings a new one out here?
No, actually, this one's
This
good.
has been his go-to for a while.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. Guys, I want to clear something up. If you're subscribed to this Twitch channel, you'll have that little N next to your name. So if you don't have that N next to your name, we know you're a scrub and then you don't love us. Okay? So we know what's up.
Subscribe.
So subscribe. Because come on, we give you all that YouTube content that you don't even have to pay for. We do all that stuff because we love you. And we like monetizing the videos.
Maybe they'll only listen if Kevin tells them to subscribe.
Yeah, what the hell, Kevin? You make us look like jerks.
I want all of you to follow me and
Subscribe.
subscribe. Do it. Listen to me.
Nope, they
Everything will be better in your monotone lives.
I'm just saying, 2020 is the year for you to make things right, so you should subscribe to Doing the Reptile 2020.
That's right.
It's true.
Yeah, honestly, guys, it's literally like we put out so much free content. We really do. And we put a lot of work in these live streams. I do. Kevin just shows up.
Yes, thank you. For
Olivia
the subscription.
Constantine, thank you for the subscription.
Boom.
What did you have planned to do tonight, Kevin, if you didn't have this to do? Were you going to do something else? Who's that?
He's gonna get.
This is Indonesia. This is Java.
Oh, yeah?
He's gonna get
This is
really
Andrew.
sad at how many
I'm-
crazy ivory variants,
ah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Ivory.
He's working on buying some stuff right now, so I gotta get back to doing sales stuff. Oh, you know what? Someone just asked if we could show off some. Was that someone who subscribed? Hold on. If it was somebody
What?
who There's someone who asked for us to bring some reticulated pythons for the live stream. If that was someone who subscribed to us, I'll go grab some baby retics and we can look at some baby retics. If it's not,
Hey, I wanted to do. I had every intention of bringing my stuff upstairs and doing a live stream with the retics, but Gianni forgot to tell me he was feeding retics upstairs. So you guys can yell at Gianni on Instagram. Yeah, he had one job. No.
Is it getting hot in here?
Are we making hot?
Can we open the door? I'm like,
no.
I don't
Somebody
know.
sent you a really
I'm
hot
still wearing a
text.
sweatshirt. I'm like,
It's not hot in
cold
here
in
at all.
here.
Are we? Debbie K just now followed us after giving all those free answers to her. She just
Yeah,
followed us.
Debbie.
No.
Female red iguana on my butt.
Are you really hot, Kevin? Or are you just messing around?
I'm actually. I don't know why I'm roasting.
It's because you drank all that
Here
beer.
you go. Here you go, Rob. Take my place for a second. I'm gonna
Matt's
walk
here.
outside for a second.
Yes.
I'm naming my
You
next
okay,
snake
dude?
after Kevin. Should I get
Me, Kevin's
an
sick.
axanthic black pastel or a white lip python?
Mace Hero, thank you for that sub.
Excuse me?
Are you gonna play the guitar now?
What? I can play guitar.
Shut up.
Not as well as Kevin, but I can play guitar.
I can't play guitar.
Really?
Welcome back to the
Can't play
stream.
guitar. It's not my thing.
Because you're too cool.
No,
Doing
it's
all
'cause
your
I play
brass
trumpet.
instruments.
Yeah.
Could you play the guitar if you wanted to?
I could probably figure it out, yeah. But I tried playing guitar when I was
That's such
younger
a-
before I started playing trumpet, and like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, the dexterity, but like,
Yeah.
you have to have two hands doing different things at the same time, and it's messed up.
Yeah, we all know that.
You got one hand
White
you're
people can't do
holding,
that, apparently.
and then the other hand you're playing with.
Stick to my 3 buttons, bro.
Yep.
Nice
Wow.
and easy. Nice and easy. No, you want to know what's funny is when I was teaching in the public schools, when we go into a class for the very first time, we would demonstrate all the instruments that the kids could pick from for the program. And trumpet only has 3 buttons on it, 3 valves on it. So I would get so many students who would pick trumpet because they
think
would
it's
see
easy?
3 buttons and think it's the easiest thing ever compared to a saxophone or a clarinet that's got 28 or 30 something keys. And then they realized that woodwind instruments have this key in the back called an octave key, which allows them to jump to the higher register. So the button allows them to do it. Brass instruments, there's no octave key, it's all your
mouth.
face.
Yeah.
And your air and how you use your air, so it's much harder to do. So after they learn like the first 4 or 5 notes and they can't play any higher, they're like, this sucks, this is so hard.
And they quit and they get
like,
bored.
They're
Just like most of the
"I
people
wanna
listening
try
right now.
saxophone." And then
How many
you're like,
people don't
"Cool,
want to
good
listen to you
luck
talk
with
about that?
I don't care. It's just a teacher thing. That's
a
it.
teacher
I'm
thing.
done. I'm done now. I just had to say my one little. If you don't want to hear it, go to hell. It doesn't matter. It's whatever.
I just want them to get them to flip out.
It's no. Fuck you.
Everyone knows that music is boring, especially jazz. It's just terrible.
Jazz can be boring. I don't like jazz.
I think it's because I ate and like my metabolism just kicks in. And
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
to have that
Yeah,
metabolism.
Usually I go
Mm.
cold after I
So-
eat something. I immediately all my energy.
well, maybe in the
goes to
beginning cold, in the
digestive.
beginning, then as you start heating up, I'm like,
Yeah.
just start roasting.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, shut up. They're kissing your ass. They don't mean that.
Good.
Good.
Fucking Donnie doesn't do it.
Jeremy said, I kiss your ass constantly.
Yeah.
I think.
That's
Princess.
literally not figuratively.
Yeah. I don't really kiss too many people's asses around here. Everyone kisses Kevin's ass, though. Everyone. Everyone
Okay,
kisses his
I mean,
ass.
this Leachianus gecko is like dead staring Kevin right now.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
Is that
He
what
wants to eat you. Can we
No,
take
no,
that out?
socialize it,
I'm
Kevin.
very tempted
Can we take that out?
to take it out right
This thing is definitely doing what they said it was.
There's
A
caught him last
gargoyle
time.
gecko back
I
there.
fought him last time. Come here. Come here, little guy. He's like, no, I'll bite you.
That's amazing. Wants to bite.
I thought lychees were supposed to be like big potatoes.
Yeah, they look like
Big
big
angry
potatoes.
potatoes.
Oh, I didn't know they were like that.
Come here. Stop it. Come here.
Stop it.
Lychee bites suck
They
too.
do.
Hi,
They're worse
Kaiju
than
Queen.
tokay geckos. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna run to the back. Come on.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure Rob's not going to get bit.
Mauled? Yeah.
I mean, Kevin doesn't get bit, so maybe... Oh, wait, yeah, he does.
Evidently, I did get bit.
Every once in a while. Look at that.
Oh, my God. Maybe we should bring it up to the camera. That's...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
oh, yeah, we're gonna
Focus
go.
it now?
Get ready. We're gonna go through this unfocused type thing.
I'm sorry that I have a really good camera on us right now, and I can't... You guys are
Look
jerks.
at that. Look at that beautiful blur.
Get it right in the middle. Almost.
Up a little more, Rob. There you go.
There you go.
Is that good?
Kinda.
It's happening.
Wait. Hold on. I got this. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. If I was drunk, then we wouldn't even have a camera right now. All right, come on. Almost there. Is it getting better?
It is getting a little better.
I don't know.
No,
God
stay there.
damn it, Rob.
Sorry.
Stop helping. Stop trying to help. Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
All right, that's
look
not
at
perfect yet.
that. It's close.
It's almost there. Is it better?
It is very good.
Get closer. What are you doing? Get
I don't know
closer.
how close
Get
is
real
that?
There you go.
close.
That's great. Right there.
Oh,
Literally
oh,
right
look
there.
at- oh my
Boom. Look at that friggin' face.
Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
damn it.
Spread the blood.
If you guys subscribe, I'll unblur it.
I'll show some human nose in a minute. All right, how about these?
Look at you.
Uh-oh.
All right. You got
Hold on,
it,
Kevin.
Donnie? Hang on.
Worst cameraman ever.